Hello friends, how are you? In last class we have started solving questions of linear equation in one variable. Today we shall solve some more questions and then we will move to the word problems based upon linear equation in one variable. So let us start solving our 8th question, and the question number 8 says Question number 8 says 2y plus 5 by 3 equals to 26 upon 3 minus 1. Now we have to solve. As you can see, there is only one variable, that is y, 2y and y. And what is variable? Variable is represented by a letter of alphabet, which means this is a simple criteria of being variable, that it will be a letter from our English alphabet from A to Z. And we know that we transpose if this constant part which is not having any variable with it, if constant parts and variable parts are on the either side of equal sign, then we need to transpose, just like in this case. In this case, one variable part, that is 2y, is on the left side and another is on the right side. Similarly, one constant part 5 by 3 is on the left hand side and another is on the right side. And we also learned that variable part is taken to the left side of the equal sign, and constant part or simple part is taken to the right side. I will write this, and please let me point out here that you must write all the steps involved in solving a question to get 100 full marks in that question. Otherwise, your marks can be deducted on the simple basis of that you have not written or if you skipped some step. But that doesn't mean that you will be multiplying and dividing here also. No. Simple multiplication and division can be done on the rough page, but this should be done as fair. So I have to write transposition, then I will transpose. And I know that in transposition sign changes. So y is coming from right hand side to the left hand side, and y is having negative sign, so its sign will turn into plus sign plus 1 equal to 26 upon 3, and 5 by 3 is going to the right side and it is having positive sign plus sign, so it will turn to minus sign and it will become minus 5 by 3. Now on the left hand side I have no problems because this is simple whole numbers. So 2y plus y, 2 plus 1, 3, both are same, so here it becomes 3y. But on the right hand side numbers are in rational form. So what I will need to do, I will need to take LCM of denominators. Denominators are 3, so LCM is also 3. Now I will divide this LCM 3 by the denominator. 3 divided by 3, answer is 1, 3 1 is 3. That answer 1 is multiplied to 26. 26 into 1. We know that we did that we divide LCM from the denominator, and then answer we are getting, we multiply that answer to the numerator of the term from whose denominator we have divided the LCM. So 1 minus 5 into 1. Again 3 divided by 3, 3 is 1, answer came 1. 1 multiplied to the numerator, that was 5. 5 into 1. Now since I have a small board, I am wiping it. After now it becomes 3y is equal to 26 minus 5 upon 3. Subtracting 5 from 26, I will get 21. 3y is equal to 21 upon 3. Now this 21 can be divided by 3. We know 21 comes in the table of 3. So 21 and 3 both can be divided by 3. 3 1 is 3, 3 7 is 21. We got 3y is equal to 7. On solving this, I will get y is equal to 7 by 3. Why I did so? Because I know if some number, some digit is being multiplied on the left hand side of the equal sign, I carry it to the right hand side and I start dividing from it. And why I did so? Because to solve the question, I need to find the value of this variable, and to do that, I need to keep just only this variable on the left hand side. So this is how we solve this question. Let us move to the another. Question number 10. Let me start writing from here. 0.25 bracket start 4x minus 1 is equal to 0.05 multiplied by tan x minus 9. 0.25 into 4x minus 1 and 0.05 back inside of the bracket tan x minus 9. Now we know that if we are not having any sign between any number and bracket, just like here and here, then it means that this part and this part is being multiplied. It means that this part and this part, this part and this part are being multiplied when we will open the bracket. And when we will open the bracket, what will we do? This part will be multiplied by all the components, by all the terms, by all everything which is inside of this bracket. But keep in mind that will apply only to this minus sign or plus sign. That means 0.25 will be multiplied to 4x and it will be multiplied to minus 1. Similarly, 0.05 will be multiplied to tan x and 9 both. So I open the bracket. Now if I multiply 0.25 by 4, so what will I get? 4 5 is 20, 4 2 is 8, 8 plus 2 10. There are two digits after this point. This and this 2 and 5. There are two digits after sign of point. And what we do, we know that we will count down two digits. We will count two digits from the right hand side. That is 1 and 2, and we'll put positive sign of point after that. Because there were two digits after the point sign, so I counted two digits from the right hand in the answer and placed point again. If there will be a 3 digit or 1 digit, I have counted that much. It means I will count as much digits here, as much digits are here after the sign of point. So it becomes 1x or simply x. 1 doesn't count, so we can say 1x or we can say 1x. Second, 0.25. Why so? Because this is minus. Minus 1 is being multiplied at 0.25. 1 is multiplied to anything. Answer doesn't change. Answer remains as it is. But this one is negative integer and 0.25 is positive integer. So when they multiply with each other, answer will come in the negative integer. So it is minus 2.5. Now I shall multiply this 0.05 to 10x. I will multiply this part just to this numerical part of this term 10x. I will multiply only 10 from this. Just like I did in this 4x part, I multiplied only 4 with it. Into 10. 0, 0, 0 into 5, 0, 0. So what I get, let me do it here so you could understand better. 0.05 multiplied by 10, 0, 0 and 0 into 5, 0 and 0. Answer came 0, 5, 0 and 0. Now here I am having two digits after the point. 0 and 5, two digits. So I will count how many digits? I will count two digits from the right hand side. I counted them, so it becomes 0.5. Now I will write this out. (0.5x) and if I multiply 0.5x 0.0529, this is second part, this part, this, then I will get 9 5 are 45 and again 0 0, and here again I am having two digits after point sign 0 and 5, so I will count down two digits from the right hand side, this and this, and I place point sign after two digits between 0 and 4, so it becomes minus 0.45. Now I shall transpose, because I am having variable part on the right side also, but I need it on the left side, and I am having constant part. That means which part? That part is not having a variable. I need it on the right hand side. So I do this and I get x minus, sorry, first of all I will write transposition then x. Here 0.5x is positive integer, and we know that when we are doing transposition we change sign. So I will change sign. It becomes minus 0.5 x is equal to minus 0.45, and this constant part, that is 0.25, is of negative integer, so it will go on the right side and it will become exactly positive 0.25. This is 1x, and 0.5 means half. 0.5 means half. So if I subtract half from 1, what I will get? Half. So it becomes 0.5. Actually let me explain how it does it. I need to subtract 1x and 0.5x. What I did, because I am not having any digit in the first term in here after 1, so I will put a 0 here after point. I will rewrite it like 8, and I will write it like now x will remain same, because why it is not getting 0? Because both of them, these and these parts, are multiplying. Let us understand it by an example. Let us say you are having, or I am having a chocolate, and I gave half to you. So still I am having half chocolate, and if this x is just like that chocolate or any other thing which I am going to share with you. So 10 minus 5 is equal to 5. This point, copy 0.5x. (0.5x) is equal to, now here 0.45 is negative integer and 0.25 is positive integer. So there will be subtraction. We know that if there are opposite signs, then there we need to subtract them. So I subtract minus 0.45 plus 0.25. 5 minus 5, 0, 4 minus 2, 2. Now, since minus 0.45 is larger than plus 0.25, so sign will be this point. So it becomes minus 0.20. But still I am far from my answer. Now what I need to do, that I need to divide this 0.20 by 0.5. I need to divide 0.20 by 0.5. Why? Because 0.5 is being multiplied here with x, so it will be dividing when I will be taking it to the right side. And why I am taking it to the right side? Because I must have only this variable part, this x, to the right side. X upon minus 0.20 upon 0.5. Now I will explain you a simple method for division. See, if I start dividing it, I will need to convert it in the rational number first, then I will need to divide. Here what I can do, that I will see, which I have taught you in class 7, that if here after the point there are two digits, 2 and 0, but here in the denominator after the sign of point there is one digit only 5, but I can put down a 0 here. In fact, after last meaningful digit, and we know what does it mean by meaningful digit, 1 to 9 are meaningful digits, and last meaningful digit, last means last digit from 1 to 9 on the right hand side, right, most of the right, यानी सबसे ज़्यादा right की तरफ जो digit है 1 to 9, that is last meaningful digit, and I can put as much zeros as I want, as I need, that will not affect the value of the number. So I do that. Now what I can do? Now since both are having same number of the digits, I can simply cancel the sign of point with each other. If there are two decimal numbers, these are called decimal numbers which are involving decimal sign. So if there are two decimal numbers in such condition that one is in numerator and another is in denominator, and both of them are having equal digits after the point, I repeat, if and only if they both are having equal digits after the point, then point will be cancelled out. Point stands cancel out. So I cancel out this point sign, and it becomes x is equal to 20 upon 50. Now, as we have done in class 7, they are having equal number of zeros. If there are 0 in numerator and 0 in denominator, then we can cancel them out also. So I cancel out this 0 to this 0, minimum number of zeros. Or if you are getting confused in it, let me do it for simply. And what I will do, I will simply divide 20 by 50. Now 50 is bigger than 20. 50 is bigger than 20, and we know if we have to divide in such condition, we take point, and then we can get an extra 0. This extra 0 made it 200. Now this 200 can be divided by 50. 50 for the 200. Remainder is 0, so we need not to divide again. We cannot divide further, and it becomes x is equal to 0.4, but it will be carrying minus sign because 20 was negative integer, and not 20, actually 0.20 was negative integer, and if we divide a negative integer from a positive integer, we always get answer in negative integer. 0.5 was positive integer, so we divided actually a negative integer from a positive integer, so we will get answer in negative integer. So answer is x is equal to 0.4. In the next class, we shall start solving word problems related to linear equations in one value. Till then, enjoy, do your work hard, ask me if there is any problem, and God bless you.